What up, squad? MizzyWorld Entertainment is back to present another episode of MadMizzy Sports. We are the hosts. I'm Mad Mizzy, Quant Show Love, and Ron Money in the building. What's the deal, fellas?
What's going on, everybody? What's the deal? I want to give a special shout out to the live chat. Y'all keep us rolling, man. I love the live chat and all the supporters through whatever platform in which y'all engage with is Threads, Facebook, YouTube. Shout out to y'all. But guys, y'all looking to support the guys over here at the MadMizzy Sports Show, you can do so through the Cash App, which is the $. What up, squad? Again, if you're looking to support the guys over here at the MadMizzy Sports Show, you can do so through the Cash App, which is the $. What up, squad? And again, a special shout out to the live chat.
Yes, sir. As usual, y'all know, for correct spelling is going to be in the comment section. We'll be on stage shortly. You dig what I'm saying? But welcome, y'all. Welcome, squad. Feel what I'm saying? See, man, we call our chat squad. You feel what I'm saying? So what up, squad? You feel
What up,
me?
squad?
Because that's how we view y'all, especially the early ones. You know what I'm saying? Before we really get to where we want to go, you feel what I'm saying? Y'all definitely squad. You feel what I'm saying? And we appreciate all of this. You dig what I'm saying? But y'all know the routine. Before we jump into the rundown, make sure y'all hit that subscribe button, that like button, that share button, that alert button, and get ready to comment on all the topics because we want to know what y'all thinking just as much as what we think. You dig what I'm saying? But we started off with the NBA trade reactions, man, and we got a lot that's going on that's been happening since Monday, man. The first trade was Drew Holiday for Anthony Simons, and I believe the Blazers got 2 second round picks as well in that trade. So what was your reaction to that one, man? Drew getting up out of Boston.
Yeah, it was kind of the writing on the wall with the amount of money that they was going to have to pay out with all them
Yep.
superstars still on a payroll. With the chances of
Hmm.
them making it to the championship is kind of like slim to none. With them losing Jason Tatum for a long stretch of time. So I don't think is that far from out this, imagination that this team is going to repeat, or make a decent effort to a decent push for NBA championship. So they already knew the writing was on the wall. So now they just, getting rid of I don't want to say dead weight because Porzingis, I know we're gonna speak on him, but key member of that championship team, and definitely Drew Holiday, key member of that championship team, as well as a key member of the USA basketball, being as though he was on that team that just brought home the gold, and he definitely had a lot of playing time. So I feel like they gonna be missed, but in the grand scheme of things, overall, with the Celtics being under new ownership and they want to get start circumventing their guys and their chosen guys. So I feel like the writing was kind of on the wall. But what you think about that, though, Ryan? I mean, in terms of hold on real quick. In terms of who they got in return of Drew Holiday, they definitely replaced Drew Holiday with scoring. Though I just don't know if Anthony Simon's going to be what they need in terms of like, can he offer the same quality of defense that Drew Holiday was known for, for pushing? But they definitely got some scoring in return. Anthony Simon is a kid that can score, so I'm definitely intrigued to see how that fit is going to pan out. Because with Tatum going down, they need scoring. You know what I mean? Additional scoring.
He's
So
definitely a bucket.
yeah, he's definitely a bucket. So they definitely addressed the points. Now they got to address the defense, like where that's going to actually. What does that look like without Drew and Porzingis? Because they both was key dudes on the offensive side of things and the defensive side of things. So the Celtics leading the charge in free agency, not leading the charge in free agency, but they always competing in free agency. Always, this team is always competing to to remain good in my eyes.
Hmm. What's your reaction, Ryan?
Um, yeah, I know I came on the show. The other episode was like, I think this team's still top five in the East, and with they moves they making, they got to get under the cap. So I understand all the moves that they making, and a superstar ain't gonna be on the team next year. So we got to get under the cap. We got to come back younger. And doing this trade, they definitely got younger. They lost a veteran championship guy, but if Brad, I ain't gonna say I got faith in Brad Stevens, but somebody got faith in Brad Stevens. They know what he gonna do. So shout out to the Celtics for making that trade and
Hmm.
trying to get under the cap. So if they end up moving Jaylen Brown or Derek White, I guess that's on the bucket list to do this offseason. So just to get under the cap. But going back to this trade, I kind of like this trade. You know what I mean? You get a 20 point scorer. He averaged 19 a game. I mean,
Hmm.
he got drafted to Portland to be the guy, but now he coming to a team where he's not going to be the guy. So hopefully he can get his shots off and be I guess what Robin, I guess, or just be him. He's gonna have to learn how to play defense because he's gonna be in the East where there's a whole lot of dominant guards. Well, he don't got to worry about Dame or Halliburton, but he's gonna have to worry about Brunson. He's gonna have to worry about Desmond Bain. He's gonna have to worry about Maxey. So if he could play a two way, if he could transition his game into being a two-way player or a two-way guard, I mean, we might got something cooking in Brad Stevens. He might know what he got going on. So I kind of like this trade. I know Paul Pierce on the joint talking about how he didn't like this trade because you gave up a veteran guard that was a championship guard and he brought a lot to the team. But when you look younger, you just see what OKC did. You try to go off the blueprint of being younger. It might go work. It might go work. So let us ride out. And I know Brad Stevens ain't done cooking yet. So we're gonna let it ride out. We gonna see what's going on because if we could just get past I ain't Detroit and Cleveland, we're gonna be good. So I kind of like it.
Yeah, I mean, my reaction was this was inevitable. Like we said, we got our resident Bostonian Q on here, but like he was explaining, as every insider in Boston was explaining throughout the season, that this had to happen this year. You get what I'm saying? They had to get below the cap. They had too much money with the two moves that they made already. They saved $180 million on taxes, bro.
Right.
200 mil. You feel what I'm saying? With your superstar out, yeah, bro. I'm sorry, we love y'all, but we'll holla at you. You feel what I'm saying? 3 years, 104 mil for Drew? Ain't he like 37?
30, 35. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, like, bro, yeah, you, and we know Drew is great, but
Right.
he's even more so a piece now. You get what I'm saying? He's not somebody you gonna rely on for heavy assists, heavy points, even heavy energy. You feel what I'm saying? Because he's just older in that stage. You get what I'm saying? So they had to make that move, especially with the price tag that he got. You only got 1 year for Anthony Simons if they end up keeping him. If he does end up staying in Boston, there's no way he getting on the floor for Joe Mazzulla and Brad Stevens without playing defense. So like you said, Ryan, if he does end up staying there, we never know. They might have a, like you said, they might be using him as another chess piece to, you feel what I'm saying? They ain't done, you feel what I'm saying? So I wouldn't be surprised if he doesn't even play for the Celtics, but if he does end up playing for the Celtics, they definitely gonna have him out there playing a lot better defense. You feel what I'm saying? And he got the ability to. We know what defense is. It's all a mentality thing. He like 6'6". He got long arms. You feel what I'm saying? He athletic, so he got the ability to be a good defender. He just got to
Well,
get somebody in there that make him want to be a good defender. You feel
I
what I'm
will
saying? When
say
you
this
playing for
though.
bad teams, it ain't any injury prone. He got to get on
I
the
will
floor a lot more.
I will say this though about Anthony Simons though. He's definitely gonna get playing time next season, but I think when Tatum come back, he's going to be a piece that they move to help build around that team. You know what I mean? So they just needed a hold me
Mhm.
over guy who
Yeah,
who they
like I
could
said,
get.
he might not play. He might not stay the whole season.
No,
Like
he gonna play.
D'Angelo with Golden State. You feel what I'm saying? Like
No, I
they
think I
might get
think
rid of him
Simons played with
early
the
in the
Celtics.
process. You
I
know what
think no, no. I think Simons played with the Celtics, but I just think that he gets held up until Tatum is put back into that role. Then they gonna look to see how the team could get better with him being a piece to move. You know what I mean? He's definitely gonna
I
play next year
mean,
though. He gonna play. He gonna play for
I,
sure.
I mean, I don't know. He got one year left, so I
Yeah,
mean, they
so that's
might
what I'm
bring him
saying. So
back.
it's,
That's what I'm saying. But
no, I'm saying it's gonna be a
you
mix.
gonna re-sign him because
No, they're not
he
gonna
gonna want
resign
a
him.
bag if you
No,
re-sign
no,
him
no.
after
They're
having
not
a
going.
good year. So
If
regardless, it'll be a
anything,
one year rental.
no, let's say he come, he play, and they feel like, all right, he's still looking good to other teams. I'm telling you, he's going to play and he's going to get dealt the following year. the following year when
But
Tatum
they
come
gotta
back
have
for
the
the.
rights to him to be there the following
Yeah, they'll
year
resign.
for
It'll
him to
be like a
trade.
sign and trade. They'll sign him, then trade him once Tatum
That
come
that
back.
to me that one. Why wouldn't you just keep KP if that was the case? If you just gonna re-sign
No,
Anthony
because
Simons,
KP at the point where he got to get he. If you re-signing KP, that means you signing up to deal with them injuries and him missing time. Whereas though Anthony
Simons ain't
Simons
out there consistently, bro.
for the Celtics, he
Trust
is.
me. You know
He
what I mean?
gonna
I've
play.
been
He gonna
rooting for
play for the
Dame for a
Celtics,
minute,
bro.
bro. Simons don't be out there like that,
No,
bro.
but he gonna play for the Celtics. It's just something about coming to the Celtics and just believing that you're in the organization that cares about you, the history. Dudes who come and they
I mean,
compete.
they don't believe in him. They just wanted to dump that contract, bro.
Yeah.
Well, no, but they still needed. They still needed a
Got to get
quality
it.
player though that's gonna contribute to scoring next year
Come
because
on, bro.
they lack in
Come
scoring. He gonna
on,
play
bro.
next
So
year,
who they
man.
got back for KP? You think that he coming in thinking, oh, the Celtics believe in me? No, bro. I
That's
don't
I
think
don't know,
so. You know
but
what I'm saying? Everybody coming into Boston know who the core three is right now.
yeah, but the core,
And
but
that's
Tatum is
that's
not
even if
there.
Derek White and Jalen Brown stay doing
No,
right
but
now. So
Tatum
who
not
coming
there.
in
It's
really
still it's
confident
enough.
that they stand with the Boston Celtics, bro?
No, no, no,
Outside of
no,
Jason Tatum.
no. So Tatum is missing the whole next season, and they gonna need
That's what I'm
scoring, bro.
saying.
They gonna need scoring. So Simons, this gonna fit. This fits their agenda next season. I agree with the move. But I also think that once Tatum come back fully healthy, that's gonna be a piece that they sign and make it look pretty to the other teams, and they gonna all thing.
We'll see. I mean, like I said, it had to be done. We don't know if Anthony Simons can't be on the court, then you feel what I'm saying? Like just like what they got back for KP, bro, because he's not on the floor, bro. You feel what I'm saying? So like I don't see what you expecting to get back from Anthony Simons if the health factor don't even change outside of him. You saying fitting in, and he gonna fit in because he jack up a bunch of threes, and that's what
He's
the
Oh,
going to
Celtics
yeah,
do.
play. He's going
right,
to
But
play.
right.
but you feel what I'm saying? Like if he stay healthy, and then like I said, if somebody out there right now, winning right now, you think the Celtics like no? So I
But look
think
at
they
this.
I
But look at
they
the
I think
team
they
we
still
talking
on the
about.
phone.
But
So
the
if somebody is
Celtics
like,
still,
yo,
but
we'll
the
take
Celtics still
Simons,
got a
and you
deep
feel what I'm
team.
saying?
Look, the Celtics still got a deep team, and they still got pace. So
For
it's
sure.
not.
Like people saying they think Quarter's still gonna go.
I
They
mean,
said they still on the phone about
Portland.
they taking calls about Derek White and Jalen Brown, even though they saying it's unlikely, but they saying they fielding them calls. So if they fielding them calls and somebody happened to throw Simons in there, you think they like, oh no, he off limits? No. So I just saying like, in my opinion, it had to be done, but I don't see like they still said the Celtics is working. So I wouldn't be surprised if he happened to get packaged up out of there right now. You feel what I'm saying? Before Jalen Brown. That's just
Yeah,
me. He ain't.
right,
They ain't got no loyalty to him. Everybody
right.
probably be sought after for Anthony
But
Simons
Brown is
just because
signed
he
though.
got that 1 year contract. You get what I'm saying?
But Jalen Brown got his money though, so he's
For
signed. So
sure,
even if
and
he
he
traded
already
though, he
solidified.
not
You feel what I'm
losing.
saying?
He
But
not
that's
Right,
what.
losing.
But you might get more for Jalen Brown. You definitely
right,
getting more for Jalen Brown than you is
right.
for Anthony
You
Simons.
definitely getting
You know what
value
I'm
for
saying?
Jalen Brown.
Exactly.
MVP. I'm not. We want 4 first round picks. We trading him.
Exactly. You feel what I'm saying? So I mean, I ain't saying he gonna get traded, but like I said, I
Right.
wouldn't be shocked if he get traded between now and the trade deadline if he doesn't even finish a full season with the Celtics. That's just my opinion. You feel what I'm saying? But what y'all think about the KP trade though? Ron, what you think? Cause you was swearing KP was gonna stay. We was trying to tell you, bro. They gotta blow it up. They gotta blow it up, man. What's your reaction to KP getting up
Yeah,
out of there for
I mean,
George
like I said,
Name and a future second round pick,
right,
basically?
right, because this was a 3 team trade, and
Yep.
and it shocked me because I'm thinking they gonna all come back. They all gonna come back next year trying to make a run. But
And I would
once
have
I
liked
seen,
Terrence Mann on the Celtics. I would have liked Terrence Mann on the Celtics.
yeah, but they only got George Niang, which is another shooter. He can't play D though. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he all
That's
right,
why he
but
keep bouncing around lately. Nah, he not
right,
that good. That's why he keep bouncing around
yeah,
lately. You feel what I'm
yeah,
saying?
he
What
just
was
a
he on the
bully.
he was on the
Yeah,
Cavs 2 years ago, right? On
yeah,
that
and
shooting
that's
team.
what
And he
he
was
was
like, bro,
competing.
you not athletic enough. You ain't
Mm-hmm.
moving your feet. You
Yeah,
get
but George
slammed
Niang
on
though.
out there, bro.
But George Niang is from the area. He's from the Boston area. So what they
Okay,
trying to do
okay.
now
That
is
makes sense. That makes sense.
Tatum ain't gonna play next season. So you still gotta have guys that's gonna fill the seats up for various reasons. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like uh the Celtics is going to bluff next year. They're going to be trying to beat teams in a multitude of different ways. Whereas though it's not going to be so heavily based on defense. This year is like it's like a pick'em year. It's like, yo, if we end up good, hallelujah. If
Right.
not, that was never the
Yeah.
plan anyway. They really
Right.
just trying to
Yeah, this
restructure
is
the team
sacrifice.
so for when Tatum come back in 2026, I believe what 20 yeah it'll be the 26th season when Tatum come back to 26th season,
Yeah,
then they'll be able to try to look for some key pieces to make it that defensive team again. But I just think next year is just gonna be a loose year. Like if we end up doing better than I hope, then yay for me. But if not, that's cool too, because they gearing up for that 26th season. It's gonna be when the Celtics kick it back in the championship winning contention. Like I'm not saying they not gonna make the playoffs next year. What I'm saying is no
Right.
championship
Yeah, right.
aspirations. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? But the
Yeah,
following year is gonna be the year where they start moving pieces around to resemble the team that they previous
right.
just had. Because
Right.
we all know they need Tatum. This team needs Tatum to compete for championships for sure.
definitely, definitely. But
Definitely.
I mean, it'll be exciting to see Jalen Brown with his opportunity to lead the team. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
This was just again, it was inevitable. I can't say I'm shocked by what they got back or what they didn't get back.
Right.
KP has been injury prone since he got drafted. We know what his talent is, but he's not out there. And then this past postseason, you had a just a mysterious illness, bro. It wasn't even, you feel what I'm saying? So
yeah.
you got your injury history, then now you're just getting fucking colds out of nowhere that got you sitting out and all that. So your
Yo,
value and your stock plummeted after that. You feel what I'm saying? After you had it rising after that finals 2 years ago. You feel what I'm saying? And now it's back down to where it was. You get what I'm saying? So I mean, it's sad, but I mean,
Queen Alexis put
what
that.
can you say? You know what
Queen
I'm saying?
Alexa just put that the Sixers and the Spurs reached out to the Sixers about Jalen Brown as well as Utah. So I didn't even know that. So shout out to Queen Alexis for dropping that in the live chat. But
Oh
Right.
yeah, the
yeah, yeah.
Sixers.
That's surprising. What y'all think about the Sixers reaching out about Jalen Brown?
Yeah, I remember this being a
Yeah.
topic when they were saying that one of those two had to go. I was saying that as a Sixers fan, I'm trying to make that happen because at that time you had the two-headed bulldog that no neither one was trying to concede to the other about who team that was. So if they had to be split, I'd have loved to take either or really Tatum. But if Brown could have got dealt to the Sixers, I'd have been like, absolutely, I stand by that. But if he end up on the Spurs, because she put the Spurs too, man, if Jalen Brown end up on the Spurs, oh my goodness, the West gonna be an
De'Aaron
on.
Fox, Jalen Brown, Wimby. That
Yeah.
defense gonna be stifling. That shit gonna be crazy. They gonna be like the 2000 Ravens. You know
So,
what I mean?
like, what this article it says that the projected five will be De'Aaron Fox at the point, Stephon Castle, Jalen Brown at the three,
Yeah.
Harrison Barnes, Wembyamba at the five. That's a solid five, guys.
Oh yeah.
And I know we
You know
just
what I'm
playing
saying?
with, we just playing with scenarios, but that five right there is a Western Conference Final five.
For
I
sure.
don't know if they
For
get
sure.
there, but that's definitely worthy of the Western Conference Finals against OKC. That team versus OKC. I'm watching. I'm
Oh yeah.
watching. I'm
Oh
watching.
yeah. Oh yeah. You know what I mean? Because everybody was trying to say Chet was up there with Wimby. That's we gonna see. We gonna see
I think he
real soon. Because
regressed.
the
I
Chet
think
fans
Chet
out there,
regressed. Oh, this a
yeah.
conversation for another
And
day. But Chet,
he's not the guy of his team, so he ain't gonna have the opportunities like Wimby. They gonna feed Wimby regardless. You get what
but
I'm saying?
with
Like he
Chet
is a
size
no
though, Miz.
doubter the guy.
But
Huh?
Miz, with Chet size, he should be that one of those unicorn guys. He should be because he's nimble and he's 7 foot, bro. The boy should be
But you
up there
gotta
with
think he got hurt his first 2 years.
yeah,
He
yeah.
had
Yeah.
a
So
foot
he's
injury,
still
and then he
working
was
through that.
hurt
He's
this
still
year
working
with a
through
hip
that.
injury. You feel what I'm saying? He was out most of
Yeah.
the year this year. So
Right.
I
Right.
mean, and I mean, listen, I think Wimby gonna be way better than him, but I mean, I think we gotta. I mean, give him a little time. I mean, give him a little time. Chet, Chet, you feel what I'm saying? But yeah, man. What y'all thinking about the re-signings though, man? We got some good news. You know, we like to see people get their paper, see people get their moolah. Now, let's start off with the more controversial one. You got Stephen A saying that Kyrie Irving got lowballed on his 3 year extension. What do y'all think about Kyrie Irving's 3 year extension with the Dallas Mavericks?
Man, if this last injury didn't happen, then I agree with Stephen A. But at this point, man, you gotta
It
cut
did
us some
happen.
slack. Like
It did happen.
you about to miss. You about to miss some significant time Depending on
Most
what you look
of
like.
this upcoming season.
Yeah, so depending on what you look like when you get back, that that's a conversation I'm willing to have. If somebody feel like I lowballed them, versus somebody feel like I paid them too much. You know what I mean? As an owner or as a GM, the person,
Mhm.
yeah, I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we see how
Kyrie
that's
kind of,
going with the Cleveland Browns owner. You know what I'm saying? He ain't getting none of that Fetty back to Sean. Like, man, I holla at y'all. We can restructure all you want, but ain't none of this money going back to you, bro. You can pay me at a later
yeah.
date. You can pay me at a later date, though.
But I don't
Yeah.
think it's a low ball. I think it's on par for the Kyrie of today. I feel like that's on par. So shout out to
Yeah.
both parties for getting the deal done. Clearly, Kyrie ain't wasn't mad because he signed it. So
Right.
shout out to both parties for coming to the table and getting right with each other, man.
Right.
But once they do get that bull flag, if they do end up getting him, man, this Maverick, yo, the West gonna have eyes, bro. If
Yes,
Jalen
sir.
Brown get dealt to the Spurs and the
Yeah.
Mavericks draft flag. Oh my goodness. I don't know
I
how
don't
I feel
think.
about that. Supporting Minnesota. I just don't know if I'm as high on Minnesota as I was in months past, guys. That's just me, Quant Show level, the Man Mizzy Sports Show, being honest. Next season, I don't need y'all coming back like, yo, what happened to your love for the Minnesota? I ain't know it wasn't the love ain't go nowhere, but the competition got steep, and I'm just a realist at the end of the day. You know what I mean, I understand what's going on. Certain teams is moving in that direction, and other teams is regressing. So the
Or
West
staying
gonna be
stagnant, which is
You sound like
regressing
he's
if
jumping off
everybody
the
else is getting
bed.
better.
Man.
West gonna be lit next year.
He's jumping
Facts.
off the
But my
bed.
prediction is Jalen Brown will stay at Boston Celtics.
Right.
That's my
Yeah.
prediction.
I predict that too. You can't
Because
move the Finals MVP. Come
I
on.
don't think they're doing it. And like Ron said, unless somebody hit them with a listen, bro, we got the four first rounders for you,
We got a package
and we
for
got a
him.
nice little young prospect for you.
That's the only
Other
way
than
I can
that,
do it.
yeah, not the Finals MVP. And then I'm pretty sure he got a good relationship with Jason Tatum,
Right.
so you don't really
Right.
want to, you feel what I'm saying?
Right.
Like break that up, and you don't know how
Right.
that's going. You know what I'm saying? You
Right.
gonna mess up my man whole rehab. Y'all got all these brand new motherfuckers in here while he rehabbing. Like, damn, bro. Ain't none of my guys still around? The
Damn,
how
bro,
we
we got
walking around still Derek White? Come on, bro. Come
come
on,
on,
bro.
man.
No, bro.
Stop. Stop
We ain't doing that.
it.
We ain't doing that. You know what I mean? So that's my
But
prediction
yeah,
though. So I'll
yeah,
be
though,
shocked if
Kyrie
that.
re-signing, I think it was a good job. I mean, he took less because he probably wants a young proven point guard over there. Like I don't know who the free agencies is, but they just drafted Cooper Flagg, so bro, look out. Somebody gonna
Hmm.
want to play with this team. So if they get a veteran free agent guard that want to come over and try to ring chase like Westbrook or somebody, go ahead, sign it. They get
Westbrook
Westbrook.
definitely out there. He didn't re-sign with the Nuggets, but I don't know if I like Westbrook with Dallas. I don't know if I
I'm
like
just
that
saying like a
combo.
veteran. I'm just saying like a veteran guard. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, I know like he probably like the only one I know that's out there, but
Right. I'm
they
pretty
don't even
sure
gotta
some
get
names
Westbrook.
out there or somebody that's on the blocks. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah. So I think he just took less because he knows once they draft Coop, everybody gonna want to come over there and play with him. So I mean, I think he
Hmm.
deserved the more money. I think he deserved the 143. But you got to also look at his age. He coming off a crazy injury in his knee. You know what I'm saying? That's a huge factor. You don't want to give him all his money and just he is 37 and he pop his other knee. You be like, look, we got all our money tied into to the old guy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he's
And
just not the same
doing
player
what
anymore. You feel what I'm saying?
I get.
Well,
I understand it.
you know what I'm
I
saying?
like the sportsmanship. No, let's get a veteran youngin in here that know how to run points. So I like it. I like it. Shout out to Kyrie Irving, Uncle Drew.
Facts. Uncle Drewski. Uh, I agree with both you guys. Shout out to Kyrie Irving. Congratulations on the contract extension. But yeah, I mean, and Kyrie hasn't been that guy for a while, bro. You feel what I'm saying? Where he out there just looking for that max contract or this, that, and the third. Ever since he had that little beef with Nike where he got dropped, like he ain't been on that type time. You feel what I'm saying? You don't really see him wearing jewelry like that. So and I think he with like another sneaker company that's from like China or something like that. So he ain't really worried about that. And listen, as much as you want to say 119 million over 3 years is still a nice little check. I mean, that's still more than what well, I was bitching about Drew Holiday, and I think he get 104 over the next three.
Yeah, yeah.
So Yeah,
Yeah, it's
man.
on par
That's
with the age. It's on par with the
yeah.
age
It
and his
sounded
health. That's on par.
exactly. You feel what I'm saying? So, like you
And,
said,
and not to
Q,
mention, he
Kyrie
signed the
ain't mad.
deal. He
He
signed the
signed the
deal, so you know he
contract. You feel
happy.
what I'm saying? Facts,
You know
Right,
exactly.
Kyrie
So,
happy.
but
right,
then
right,
it's just a
right.
reflection of his leadership and how he's grown into it. Like he know they gonna need some extra ends to go out there and pay some of these dudes that they want to keep on the team. You feel what
Right,
I'm saying? So
right.
yeah, man, 119, that's cool with me. Make sure y'all pay the other guys. Make sure y'all get Coop in here and let's get
Cause
the ball.
yeah,
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, because they re-signed Gafford. They gave him 3 years, 60 mil. So,
yeah.
And
so they
wouldn't
kicked
Lively be coming up for re-signing soon, or did they cut him a check already?
who that? Who you say?
Lively.
Lively,
Oh, I don't know. I don't know. I think he was a rookie last year, so I think he's still going off his. If they do that,
right?
and
So they got
then
3 years. They
yeah, they
signed
got
3-year
three
rookie
years.
contracts, I think.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, y'all gonna need that money next year. You feel what I'm
That,
saying? Something
that.
like that. So yeah, man, solid move. I definitely like that one. What was your reaction when y'all saw that Fred Van Vliet got signed or re-signed to the Houston Rockets?
Yeah, we know now that they got KD, they gotta lock it down. Like all these teams, they all
Yeah.
seeing what's being done, and now they all being active out there in the market. You know, that's the trickle down effect, not the trickle down effect, the copycat effect. You know what I'm saying? We see this team moving.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean they getting better, and we need to be moving and getting better as well. So shout out to the NBA, y'all. It's been this offseason already, yo, 1 or 2 days after the championship, and we already got all these exciting moves. Um, the
Right,
NBA draft is on the deck, so. Man, they keeping us entertained so far. Even
right,
though
So
the
far,
finals just wrapped up and we still
right,
talking basketball. I'm proud of the NBA. That's what's up.
right.
facts,
Yeah, no,
facts.
I agree, man. I like this re-signing because you mean he was a best. Basically, he was their offense after they so-called superstar wasn't only came alive for one
Yeah, he
game,
was the
and
one that
That's a
was
good point,
snapping
Ryan. Because
in the series.
Van Fleet definitely showed up this postseason. I ain't gonna lie,
yeah,
there's a couple games where I felt like he overscored. I'm like, damn, he getting it like
Hell
that.
yeah.
So he
yeah,
still got
man.
it. He still got some. He still got some. Some
He
oil in the
stepped into
tank.
that championship medal. You know what I'm
And
saying?
he
Real
was in
rap.
He
that. And he
definitely
was in
showed
that
that
finals
championship
against
medal.
KD. And he seen KD go down. So if KD ain't go down, he don't have no finals. In me, in my personal opinion, if KD don't
I
get
mean, we
injured in
all
that
know that.
finals, he don't
We
have no
all know that.
finals. So
He
why
don't
not?
blow his knee out, they probably don't get a ring. You feel what I'm
Yeah,
saying? But hey,
yeah,
listen, that's a whole nother discussion. You feel
yeah. So
me?
why not? Why not trying to join teams with him? And you think the signings? I mean, you think the trade? Hey, look, I'm
Hmm.
trying to come back. I'm gonna resign this. We got KD now, so he already know what he can do. If he could just give him the ball and just be robbing, I like it. I like it. They already got the system. Sagoon, Demond Thompson.
Damon,
Yeah, I
yep.
like this team. I like it. I still don't like if the
Jabari
Dubs make the
Smith.
move. I still like the Dubs, but
Yeah, we gotta see, man, because like Q was saying, for a lot of these teams that was there last year, they gotta be looking at it like you can't come in with the same roster from last year. You know what I'm saying? Like, especially on either side, because we know it's still going to be a lot of shakeup in the Eastern Conference with all those injuries. We know these teams not going to sit still. We still don't know what's going to happen with the Milwaukee Bucks and Giannis
right,
Antetokounmpo.
right,
There's a lot of chips that still got to fall out there in the NBA. So
right,
the teams like the Warriors, they can't be sitting back. Teams over there in the Eastern Conference like Detroit, they can't be sitting back because you see the other younger team, Orlando, they
right,
getting better. You got that veteran team in Philadelphia, they should be coming back healthy next year. So that's a lot of stuff that we definitely looking into. But I love the signing. They needed it. Like Ron said, he was the person that showed up for him in the first round against the Warriors, just lighting shit up, looking like Steph out that joint. You feel what I'm saying?
right,
Shooting from everywhere. You feel what I'm saying? So it'll be an amazing pairing to see how he meshed with Kevin Durant, seeing how he meshed with Kawhi Leonard. So, and then like you said, Ron, they got a stacked roster. They didn't give up much. You get what I'm saying? They only gave up Jalen Green, Dylan Brooks, and some draft picks. So to still have that young core, that young foundation that's aiming get his jump shot a little bit better from just being around Kevin Durant. Oh my
Let
goodness.
me get you, but
Oh
yo,
my goodness,
guys,
man. So
Queen Alexis in the Alexis 215 just said Flag just got drafted to the Mavs. So
yeah, yeah.
yeah.
Congratulations, Cooper Flagg. Congrats. Great segue into our final segment. Oh no. But definitely a great segue into the next segment. But let's talk about this Jokic trade talk a little bit, man. What's your reaction to the GM of Denver even uttering the words trading 15?
Yo, I listen. I tried to tell y'all moving forward. I told y'all with this thing that OKC was doing, they changing the dynamics of the NBA. Now it's starting to look like teams is trying to look like how they can build their team defensively. If you want to
Right.
compete against OKC, you're gonna need sharks. You don't need finesse players. And we all agree that Jokic is arguably one of the best player in the NBA. We all like him. Like if I'm a GM, I'm making a move for him. I ain't friend, but he's
Hmm.
a finesse player. He does a lot, but he's a finesse player. Now, with the grit of the OKC coming, everybody can see the storm coming a mile away, guys. If they don't do nothing about it today, this team could easily win 3 out of the next 5 NBA finals. So teams are just trying to see what they could do to weather the storm because OKC is here. They got nothing but draft capital moving forward for years to come. So this team is going to be a fixture in the NBA stratosphere in the next couple years. So teams are just trying to do what they got to do to compete with them. So if they entertain in trade talks, cool. But I don't think he get moved. But we definitely gonna see what the value of Jokic is out there. Because if a team get caught slipping, he's gone. Especially after Dallas
I
Mavericks
need a
gave up
Herschel Walker trade,
Luca to
bro.
the Lakers. Anybody could
I
be
need a
dealt after
Herschel.
that. After you seen that
I
happen,
need your first round picks for the next decade. Fuck you
Fact.
talking about, bro?
yeah, somebody come
And I'm
at you
only
like
trade
that.
him to
And
like the
Jokic
Wizards.
going right.
Fuck
Jokic
you
Fact.
going.
talking about?
You
And
trading the
you
whole
only going
fucking
to like a team
franchise.
like the Wizards, bro. Fuck you talking
And he
about?
going to a team like the Wizards. I need 10
Fuck you
first
mean?
round picks.
Fact.
And I need a first. Need just fucking first
You
round
might
picks the
take that
next
franchise at this
15
point.
years
You might take
till I say
everybody. You
stop.
take everybody. Look, we just gonna join in. We just gonna we co-opers now. You know what I'm saying? You taking the
Right.
whole team. You taking the whole team.
Facts.
But yeah, Bull was talking like he already know somebody getting traded. So who you trading? You can't be trading your best player. Like what are you talking about? You talking about somebody get injured. Who are you talking about, bro? Who you
Yeah,
talking
he had a lot of subs thrown in that little
Yeah, you throwing incremental shots right now.
media availability. Yeah.
Somebody's on the map. Don't be surprised we see Denver Nuggets just made a mega trade, blockbuster trade because the way how this man was talking, he already knows somebody gonna get injured, and he already know Jokic might need some help. So you look out for the Nuggets because the way
Yo,
how he was saying, he got motherfuckers on the chopping block
hey
right now.
guys.
He
So
on
I'm
the
gonna give y'all
phone.
something to think about. Some news just came across my desk. I'm gonna give y'all something to think about.
Dylan Harper to the Spurs.
The Mavericks could potentially have three former number one picks on their team next year with Flagg, Kyrie Irving,
Well, three current. Well, yeah,
and Anthony
former.
Davis.
Right,
Three former number one picks on one team together.
right, right.
And did they all come? No, Anthony Davis ain't played for Duke. I was gonna say, and they all came from Duke too, but no. AD ain't played at Duke. He went to
Yeah,
Kentucky.
he
So,
went to Kentucky.
but yeah, man, that's just something to
The
think about,
Blues.
man. Three former number ones on the same team.
It's
That
crazy
is
how they got
crazy.
the number one pick though. This shit is comical. The worst team in the league.
Eh,
This shit is comical.
NBA, man. NBA is. Yeah, I don't like that, man. I'm gonna be honest, bro. I don't like that lottery shit, bro.
I
You
don't
feel what
like
I'm
that.
saying? If you're the worst team, they should get the first. They should get the
Yeah, I
first
don't
pick,
like that.
bro.
I
You
really
know, like
don't.
what the fuck is we
How the
playing a
fuck the
lottery
team
for?
that had a
We garbage, bro.
1.8% chance
We
got the number
garbage.
one pick with the number one pick? How? They was 3 games away from being the 8th seed or the
That
10th
should
seed.
remind me of when the Bulls got that motherfucking number one pick for Derrick Rose. They barely missed the playoffs that year.
Washington
I
season
remember
was
that
over
shit.
in October. Their season was over in October.
For
How
real.
Facts.
the
For
number
real.
one pick? You gotta be kidding me, bro.
They season was over before the Sixers season was over, and our season was over like week two. I ain't gonna lie, our shit been over.
Facts. Facts. But this trade talk is just some crack shit, bro. Somebody need to drug test this man because nobody brought this shit up, bro. Like, there's no way, bro. This is one of the only teams that took them to seven, and they had two injuries coming into game seven. You feel what I'm saying? Main man, Aaron Gordon out there with one leg and motherfucking MPJ out there with one arm. He like this. You feel what I'm saying? So if they healthy, we don't know how that goes. You can't be talking about trades and then throwing shots. Well, injuries and bro, you
Talking
in a
about.
suit and tie. You want dudes diving for balls and
Shit
all
was
that.
on
Guess
the
what?
clock.
Sometimes that shit results in injuries, bro. You get what I'm
Right.
saying? So at the end of
It's
the
like
day,
how you
they
keep
got to
in-
rebuild that depth. It's nothing about anything else. Once y'all won the chip, y'all let motherfucking Bruce Brown go, which he ain't do nothing for nobody else, but he was a great fit for them. Y'all let
Yes, he was.
Cartavius Caldwell Pope go. He
KCP.
ain't, you know what I'm saying? But he was great for them. That was all they depth. If you got those two and you still got Christian Brown out there, you don't even
Right.
need to bring in no Westbrook. But y'all bring in Westbrook and Westbrook was good for y'all, but I just don't see why they didn't pay the depth that they had. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
So I don't know, man. I just think it's crazy, ludicrous talk to talk about trading Jokic. You feel what I'm saying? Like what? Like what you?
He
That's
must know something.
I don't know, bro. I don't know, man. But yeah, I would definitely expect MPJ shit everybody to be on the trade block besides Jokic that's on Denver. You feel them because they gotta get that consistent second guy. You feel what I'm saying? They thought it was gonna be MPJ. It ain't him. Jamal Murray, he only show up once fucking April show around. You feel what I'm saying? And then even then, it ain't been good enough the past 2 years. You get what I'm saying? So they gotta have a
The one that the
definitive
young boy
second guy.
is.
That's their problem. They don't have that. You
I don't
feel what
even know
I'm
who that
saying?
is.
So.
He pissed.
But let's get into it, man. Great segue into the NBA draft. Shout out to Dylan Harper going number 2 overall to the San Antonio Spurs, man. But what is y'all thoughts and expectations? What do y'all expect from Cooper Flagg? Because everybody say they going out here like he's supposed to be Billy Hoyle off of White Men Can't Jump. He's supposed to be unfucking stoppable out this motherfucking night. What's y'all expectations for Cooper Flagg?
I like flag game. I feel like he got like an all purpose type of game. He could score. Um, he could pass. He could rebound. He got size. Um, Clearly was definitely the number one overall pick for a reason. And now he's on the team with dogs. He got AD. He got Kyrie. So I think they definitely an instant, main attraction in the Western Conference. They're gonna definitely get a lot of TV time, TV games this season. You know what I'm saying? And especially once Kyrie come back, we all know that Kyrie gonna miss some time, but Flag is gonna look special up until Kyrie come back. I just think with AD down low, we all know the type of game that AD got. So you got an all-purpose kind of scorer down low. You gonna have another all-purpose kind of scorer on the wing. They'll be interchangeable. You'll have Flag out there with certain units. You'll have AD out there with certain units when they not on the floor together. But you definitely going to expect them to share floor time and definitely have times where they shining out there alone. So I'm definitely intrigued with what the moves Dallas made, and Flag gonna be special. Overall, Flag gonna be special. He ain't gonna be no busting nothing. You know
Special?
what I'm
What's special? So what's your expectation?
saying? Rookie of the year for sure. Rookie of the
Oh
year.
yeah, all right. I definitely. I mean, it's definitely gonna be some competition, but I'm talking about for his career. Like, would you say he should be better than Chris Webber?
Mm.
No, no, no. But as far as like in terms of coming into the league, I feel like he would be looked at as better than Chris Webber, like year one versus year one, straight up and down.
I thought Webber took the
Was Chris
league by
Webber a number
storm
one
when he
overall
came
pick?
in. Yeah,
Chris Webber went
Chris
one
Webber was
number one
#1 overall.
overall. All
Yeah,
right,
straight to
well,
Sacramento, straight leading them to the Western Conference Finals.
Mm.
no, I thought Chris Webber
C
was
Webb
drafted
was
by Golden
bull.
State. I thought he was drafted by Golden State.
He might have been.
Yeah, but either way though, I do think Flag is definitely going to have his talents on the showcase. You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna be a lot of eyes, and they're gonna get a lot of TV time with Cooper Flag. So I'm interested. And then they still got AD with them two alone. You can put Chups around, and they got Clay Thompson. How can I forget about Clay Thompson? So the ball gonna be
Green
getting
play.
slung around, and it's gonna be a lot more of efficiency looking plays. Like it's gonna be like, damn, when this team gets so good, they're gonna spread the floor. They got reliable scorers at all facets of the court. And imagine when Kyrie come back to that. Now the worst thing that can happen is AD go down and they lose a couple soldiers to where the season is a bust, and now they trying to get rid of people. But as currently constructed, if even with Kyrie missing time, currently constructed, if this team could play at full health, well, not full health, but at that capacity, yeah, Cooper Flag gonna be special. He gonna be special. Dallas gonna be good. Dallas will be a top five team in the West next year for sure. With him
Yeah,
alone. With him alone.
I agree. I think that kid Dylan Harper. I, I he gonna be all right. He gonna be all right. I mean,
Where's
it's
this
gonna
kid
be a
from?
nice trip before he got drafted at.
Rutgers.
Yeah, but
Was
he
it
went to
Rutgers?
Rutgers. You know what I'm saying? He didn't even get them to the dance, so I can't really be that hype on him. You know what I'm saying? You went the second round overall pick. You went the second overall pick, and you didn't even get you didn't even get your school into the dance. So I can't get that hype. Now Ace Bailey, he might this is
He was on
the
the same
Durant in
team, wasn't he?
this game. Ace Bailey, this is the Durant. He might need some defense, but he could definitely get you a bucket. He might be
Yeah,
a
well,
bucket.
Ace Belly ain't get drafted to the Sixers. According to Queen Alexis, we got a
Yeah,
guy named
VJ.
VJ Edgecombe.
Yeah, Edgecombe.
Who that? That's the center from Duke.
I don't know who that
No,
is.
that's the guard from Baylor. Explosive guard.
Oh yeah, he from Baylor.
Why the fuck they ain't take? They should have just took Ace Bailey and just traded him.
Yeah, I don't know why y'all got another guard. I feel like y'all solidified at the guard
We
position.
guarded up. We guarded up. Like
We guarded up.
I don't understand it. I don't understand it. I don't understand it. We so guard heavy.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
The
You
Sixers
got it.
might be trying to deal Maxi. The Sixers must be trying to
So what's
deal Maxi. That's the only other. That's the only other
I would have
explanation?
piece of.
somebody,
Yeah.
bro. What is they doing?
Maybe, maybe, maybe.
Who gonna end
But
up
what,
with
what
Ace
you
Belly? The
expecting? What you
Lakers.
expecting, Ryan? You think he gonna be better than C Webb? Ryan, I mean Q was right. He was drafted by Golden State, but he won Rookie of the Year, 17.5 in his rookie year, 9 rebounds. You know what I'm saying? 3.6 assists. That's rookie year, C Webb.
Yeah. I
In
got I
today's
got him
game,
for cover. He gonna be hovering that. If anything, he gonna be hovering 17 points, and he definitely gonna average more assists. He definitely gonna average more. I can tell you that
in
right now.
today's
Probably not
game,
as
I'm
many
gonna say he
rebounds,
will.
Probably
I'm
not
gonna
as
but I
say
many
he
mean C
will.
rebounds.
Webb was a power forward, so that makes
Right,
sense as
right.
well.
In today's game, I'm gonna say he will, but in
Flip
back
those
in C
stats.
Web
You know what I'm
days,
saying?
he wasn't touching C Web. He wasn't touching
Why you
him.
say that, Ryan? Why you say, yo, Ryan? This dude, I'm telling you, this dude, Cooper
C Web
Flagg,
was
man, he does
C
a
different.
little
Webb
bit of
went to back to
everything,
back
yo.
natties.
C
That's
Web
why,
was
bro.
different though, man.
Yeah,
C
but
Web
see,
was
Webb
different.
was coming in on the heels of Shaq, so it was a more aggressive score first type of basketball
Right.
being played. But
Yeah,
the way
right.
these kids play with the
Yeah, the
finesse,
way how they play today is different.
Bro, what that got to do with anything, bro? You feel what I'm
what,
saying? Like,
I mean, he might
what?
like
shoot
I don't know, like
threes,
just see Webb's tenacity. You feel what I'm saying? Like
No, what
he,
I'm
I don't
saying
know.
is
I
he
just feel
wasn't
like he
like
was
this
a
dude
beast.
out there making his team better because of him. Though he was a good talent, but it ain't like he didn't amount to nothing with Golden State. He
I
got
mean, he
dealt.
only played 1 year. Yeah,
That's what I'm
he
saying. He
got
got
dealt.
dealt. That's what I'm saying. He got
Yeah.
dealt. So my thing is, he just had a good rookie year. That's it.
yeah,
Bro, he had a great career,
he
bro.
got a good year. C Web was
Come
nice.
on, bro. Now he's on. Now, come on. We ain't gonna
C
do
Web was
that.
Webb
nice.
to
That's why I
me,
had to
I
throw
wasn't
C
never a
Webb
C
out
Webb
there.
fan. I
So
wasn't.
you saying this right here in 2025? What you saying that Cooper Flag should by far have a better career than C Webb?
I was never really a C
That's all
Webb
I want
fan
to
like
say.
that. I was never really a
Hey,
C
listen,
Webb fan.
that's what you want to stand on? Because
No,
I
I
don't think
wasn't.
I don't think he that, bro. I'm thinking about all these dudes. They were saying the same thing about Cat, right? Right, Ron? Right, Q?
Yeah,
Oh, he this, he that. Everybody in the NBA want. And Cat is good. Don't get me wrong, but he wasn't that. He not. He not in the best player in the NBA
No,
discussion.
C Webb was
C
cool,
Webb at
but
his peak was, bro. You feel what I'm saying? So
C
I don't
Webb
know
had
if
a
Cooper
team in
Flag.
Sacramento. That Sacramento team was
Yeah, but
stacked.
C Webb was the glue, bro. You feel what I'm saying?
No,
Webb was the
no,
glue,
that
bro.
team was well assembled. That team was well
It
assembled.
was. It was. But Webb was the glue.
Bobby
And
Jackson,
Webb was the
Mike
best
Bibby,
player.
Peja
And Webb
Stojakovic
was the
won a
best
3-point
player.
competition that year. That team was stacked.
For
Now
sure.
It was led.
They
The
had a
team was
squad.
led by Chris Webber. But remember, even before Mike Bibby get there, when White Chocolate was there, the team was competing
That's
with
what
the
I'm saying.
Lakers.
See, Webb was the consistent part though. Once they really got Webb, that's when they took it to another level.
But remember,
If I
they didn't
remember
only just
correctly.
have Webber though. They
I ain't
had
going I mean I was fucking nine,
look,
10 years
not
old at
just
the time.
Webb
I
though,
ain't gonna
not
go
just see
crazy.
Webb though. They had Peja Stojakovic, Mike
For
Bibby.
sure.
They had
Yeah.
Bobby Jackson.
But
That
like you
team had
said, they
Vlade
went to
Divac.
the they went to the semifinals with Jay Will. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
So
So that team was competing with the Lakers for years. It wasn't just 1 year. They was
yeah.
competing with the Lakers for years
No,
out there.
yeah. Webb was out there though. You know what I'm saying? What do you
Webb was cool,
let
but
me
I
let me
just was
check what
never.
time he got there. He C Webb got to Sacramento in 98, 99 season, bro. So he was there that entire rivalry, bro. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? And he was a
yeah,
critical
and the team
function. You
was
feel what I'm saying?
looking good, but they just could never get past the Lakers.
For sure. I mean, I ain't gonna say that was C-Web's fault. You feel what I'm saying? Nobody was beating the Lakers at that time. You feel what I'm They was the closest team. They was like the Pacers to the Bulls in the '90s. You feel what I'm saying? Like
I
they was the
agree.
closest team.
They was
You
the
feel what I'm saying?
closest. They was the
So
closest. They was the
yeah,
closest.
man.
Yeah, see
So
what
for
was
me, like I just think it's a lot on Cooper Flagg to live up to a lot. You feel what I'm saying? Like,
Even with
and this
AD
dude's
on
out
the
there
team,
that's waiting. You feel what I'm saying? So I just don't know
yo,
how.
that team got AD though, Miz. He's
For
going to
sure,
free
for
up a lot
sure.
of
Like the
looks for
team
Cooper
is gonna
Flag,
be good,
bro.
but I don't know. Like who? Like they was up what? They was up like 15 in the national championship game, bro. You feel what I'm saying? And he
Yo,
went missing down the stretch. Not in the national championship game, but
no, I get what you're
in the
saying. He went
tournament.
missing,
I
but
think it was
look,
the 16.
but now
So
he going to have people on his team for when he do go missing. They going to step up. I'm telling you, bro.
I feel
Cooper
you, and I
Flag
think
messing
he's
around
gonna
to
be
lead the
good. That's
Mavericks
what
in
I'm saying,
scoring
bro.
next
That's
year.
what I'm saying. So what I'm saying is that what y'all saying is even if he come out and he like cat and he good, he's an all-star this, that, and the third. That's not good enough because, bro, Carl Anthony Towns ain't C Web. I'll tell you that.
No,
it?
I like C Web over
You feel what
Cat.
I'm saying?
I like C Web over Cat.
So to me, you saying he gonna be clearly better than Carl Anthony Towns, who's a 7 foot shooter, bro.
They got
I just can't see that,
AD.
bro. I just
They
can't see
got
that. When I
AD
remember
on the
watching Carl
team,
Anthony Towns in college, and I'm
bro. They
like,
got
they need
bro.
to get the
Look,
ball to him more, bro. I
but
didn't get
Miz,
that from
they
Coop, bro.
got
I like
Gafford.
Coop, but
But Miz,
I
they
don't know,
got
bro. They want to make
Gafford.
him like he
They
about to
got
be Bron or
Lively.
something, bro. He ain't about to
Look,
be Bron, bro.
but they got Gafford. They got Lively. They got AD. Yo, Cooper gonna be
Yeah,
playing
they
the
gonna have a
three.
nice little squad.
Cooper
They gonna
Flag
have a
gonna be
nice little
playing the
squad.
three.
But like you said, that West is stacked with wings, bro. You know what I'm saying? This is
I
gonna be
don't
a
know.
nice welcome party
I
as
don't
the three
know.
over there in that Western Conference, bro. Eamon Thompson over there waiting for him. You got J Dub and the torture chamber over there waiting for him. Like,
I
come
don't know.
on, bro.
Flag gonna get
Full,
off
you got
next year,
Jaden McDaniels on
bro.
Minnesota, bro.
Flag
You
gonna
got
be
Jimmy
having the
Butler
whole
on
Dallas
the
in
Warriors, bro.
flag jerseys,
It's gonna
bro.
be a welcome to the
The
Western
whole
Conference,
Dallas
Cooper
is
Flag.
going to be in flag jerseys, bro. The whole Dallas. The whole Dallas. Because then they got a great white hope again. Luca Bill
I don't know.
Flag
I
come
don't
in.
know if he gonna be. I'm gonna say this. He ain't gonna be better than C. Webb. I'm gonna say
He
that.
the great white hope for Texas, bro. They
I'm gonna
just
say
was
that.
mad that
Yeah,
Luca
man.
got dealt.
Yeah,
Now
man.
that they got Flag, it's about to be a lot of whispering. Flag gonna show up. Flag gonna show up.
Oh, for
He gonna be all
sure. I
that next
mean,
year.
but then and it's like who you following after, bro. Like at the end of the day, you're saying they got a team, yes, but once Kyrie leaves and once Anthony Davis officially breaks down, they're
Yeah,
expecting him to be Luca, bro. He's
yeah,
gonna be
they
Luca.
is. As a number
I
one
don't think
overall
so.
pick, they definitely
I don't
expected
think
him to
so.
be
We was
Luca
talking
for
about Luca
sure.
since he was 14, bro. We gotta stop downplaying that, bro. We gotta stop
You
downplaying
guys
that
not
they
there.
were in the finals just 2 years ago, bro. You know what I'm saying?
But Luca take days off
Like
on
Cooper just
defense.
popped up and because he white chocolate and dunking on folks, we supposed to sit up here and act like he the next Mike. He nice,
He the
but
next
I don't
Barrett.
know
He
if
the
he
next
going.
Larry
I
Bird. He
don't know
might
if
not
he
be the
gonna be
next
what they
Mike.
making him to be, bro. You
He
feel what
might
I'm
not be the
saying?
next
Like
Mike, but he definitely gonna be the next
he
Larry
damn sure
Bird
ain't the
for
next Mike.
sure.
He damn
He
sure
gonna be
ain't.
the next
Come
Larry.
on, that's what
He
I'm
gonna be the
saying,
next
bro.
Larry. He
Now
gonna
he
be
the
the
next
next
Larry.
Larry.
So if
That's
he
what they gonna
don't
be
get three
calling him.
rings, then he garbage, bro. He garbage if he don't get 3 rings.
Bro, but that's what they gonna be marketing him as. We can see it now. We can see all the
They
marketing in
gonna
Dallas
try to,
being
bro. But
spent
like I
on
said,
Cooper
them dudes
Flag. We
over
can
there,
see
bro.
it.
And then Austin Reeves, he the cool white guy. You think he about to just let Cooper Flag come in there and take his shine?
No, Austin Reeves ain't
Hell
no
no.
flag, bro. Austin Reeves ain't
How
no
you
Cooper
gonna say
Flag.
that though, bro? Austin Reeves has already proven it in the NBA.
Flag 6'10". Ain't he like 6'10"?
Okay, I don't know what he is, bro. He ain't playing the NBA yet. I know that. I know that. I know he ain't playing the NBA yet. You know what I'm
I
saying?
don't know
So
what
that's
he
all
is.
I'm saying. Like we've heard this about players time and time again, bro. You feel what I'm saying? They supposed to be even the greatest NBA greatest player I saw coming out of college was by far Anthony Davis, bro. And he only got a ring because he went with Brian, bro. And then they won it in the bubble.
But
Some people
Miz,
put an
if we're not
asterisk on
talking
the
about the
bubble
number
thing.
one overall
You feel
pick,
what I'm
we're not
saying?
talking
So
about
I'm not,
nobody.
huh?
If we're not talking about the number one overall pick, we're not talking about nobody. Because that's all NBA draft, it's not like the NFL draft where you got some diamonds in the rough that you want to try to discover, But basketball
Well,
is
yeah, for
all
sure. I
about the
get you
number
on
one
that because
overall
college
pick.
basketball not nearly as big as college football. We don't know the
It's all
players
about
and
the
stuff.
number one
You know what I'm
overall
saying?
pick, man.
I get you on that. For
I'm
sure,
sure some
for sure.
diamonds in the rough, but we're not gonna spend all
Oh,
day
it's
trying to figure
definitely
out
some
who those
diamonds in the
guys
rough, but
is.
we
You know
ain't
what I'm
going
saying?
like We ain't gonna know till they pop, just like Jalen
Right,
Williams. You know what I'm saying? He was
right,
what the 12th round. He was the 12th pick in the draft when he was picked. We ain't know till he started popping. So I definitely
right.
agree. Even Shay. You know what I mean?
Right,
So
right. Is it right, Shay? I couldn't tell you what year he was drafted. I really don't know.
facts,
I
facts.
really don't
Now
know.
picking
But
my
now
phone
I
up, I
want
can't
to
tell y'all
know.
what year he was drafted in. I ain't gonna lie
But
to
I
y'all.
want to know now for sure because Shay, he the future. This is era, y'all. This is
Facts.
era.
I see Cooper Flagg being a consistent all-star, but people saying that he might be like a consistent like MVP talk type dude and carry your team to these heights. I don't know, man.
Yo,
I
for
don't know if
real,
he
Queen
gonna live up to
Alexis.
that though. I don't know if he gonna live up
Queen
to that.
Alexis just put
That's
that
all I'm
Ace just
saying.
went to the Jazz, bro. Ace Bailey went to the Jazz. Yo,
That's why you should go to the workouts, Ace. That's why you should go to the workouts.
if he
The
shows up
Jazz?
if he shows up in Utah, bro, like 4 or 5 years down the line, bro, and he end up being like some
They
transcendent
definitely moving him.
player, I'm gonna be pissed because I was alive and I was, we had the show during that era, bro. I'm gonna have to really remember like we could have had him. I
Yeah, they
hope
should
he
have
ain't.
just
I
took
I
it.
hope he ain't
mean,
shit.
Should
I
have
hope he end
just
up
I
not
mean,
being
it
shit.
really is weird
yeah.
because Mikael wanted to play for y'all so bad, y'all still drafted him. But I just don't see how, like, when the dude didn't want to go work out for teams, like how you draft him. You feel what I'm saying?
You
Like,
don't, and that's why they didn't.
yeah,
And
Yeah,
that's why they
he
didn't.
don't want to be here because he
That's a
can't.
good
yeah.
point.
So
That's a good
Some people
point.
can't take the city. You know what I'm saying? Some people can't just understand the truth. But I think he could get
yeah,
buckets, man. I really do. He could score. He could score easily. Man. He's like
On the low,
6.
I wanted him, right? On the low, I wanted us to really try to like work that, but the Sixers
he take a lot
decided
of tough shots though.
they
So,
Yeah,
like
I
you
think
decided
said,
to
he
go
somebody got to get him
elsewhere.
on defense, and
I
somebody got to
remember.
get to him to make the game
Don't play,
easier. You
play
feel
it
what I'm
too,
saying?
man.
But he do
Some people
remind me of a
play it
little
too.
Kevin Durant in college. You feel what
Yeah,
I'm
you
saying?
right. You're Kevin Durant.
So
He
they
could
got
score. He get buckets.
I
He
remember, yeah.
ball.
I feel like
Can't
that's
wait
how
to
KD was in college too. Like because he was so tall, he was just shooting over everybody. It's like, bro,
Man, we
get.
still waiting
you
for
can make a
Jabari
couple
Smith.
moves and get open, bro. You know what I
We
mean?
still waiting for Jabari Smith to be Kevin Durant. It's
Jabari is
still a
Yeah,
lot
hot.
of dudes.
I would have
That ain't
called
hot.
his ass right up. Welcome to the
That
city
ain't
of
hot.
Philadelphia.
Yeah, man, that ain't
Don't even want to be here, but welcome to the city of Philadelphia. We need you. We can build into this.
hot.
Come and play.
Yes,
They just want
sir.
to see
Yes,
you play.
sir.
They just want to see you play, man. Just come and play. That's all. That's all they want.
That's what I said.
Yep, yep. And for KJ, man, Edgecombe, right? KJ K KV. Hold on, let me get my man
VJ, oh,
name
you
right.
talking
Hold
about
on.
VJ Edgecombe.
VJ Edgecombe, man. Stay healthy.
Stay
Right.
That's
healthy.
it, bro. You feel what I'm saying? Like the city right now, they just need
We need something.
somebody
The city needs
exciting,
something.
explosive, and somebody that's just gonna stay on the court, bro. You
You're
know what I'm
right.
saying? So
Just be consistent,
stay
bro.
on the
Just be
court. And then you talk about, I mean, he probably coming into the best situation as a rookie. You get what I'm saying? Like y'all said, they stacked in that guard position, so it ain't really no bullseye. Everybody gonna be looking at the Sixers, looking at Tyrese Maxey, Paul George, and Joel Embiid coming into next year. Ain't
right.
nobody worried about VJ, so that's a perfect situation. He's an
Yeah,
Right.
it is.
explosive
Yeah, it
guard,
is.
so yeah,
I agree
man,
with that. I agree
I
with
like
that.
that.
That's like
Yeah,
when
man.
you're a halfway decent player, you get drafted to a team that's competing where you still could get yours off and you're not a threat to nobody yet.
Yep,
Yeah, that's some
yep.
of the best type of situations to go to.
Exactly. You relieve that rookie stress, that rookie, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying, pressure. You feel what I'm saying? Like you look at everybody else, like you said, yeah, Coop, they gonna be looking at him just regardless. But at the end of the day, he is a bucket, so that ain't too much to worry. But Dylan, like, I mean, bro, they probably gonna be looking at you to be a major piece, just like Castle came in and did his thing last year. You feel what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So you following a rookie of the year. You feel what I'm saying? So Dylan, he got a lot on his plate. That's a young team. You feel what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
so some of these
Right.
other dudes, Ace, like you, even Ace, like that's a bro. They, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Ace
They
is
gonna be
he's a
expecting a lot. You
bucket.
feel what I'm saying?
Ace a
And you
bucket.
going from like Jersey, North Jersey, Central Jersey to East Bubblefuck Utah. You feel what I'm saying? So it's gonna be a nice little transition, bro. It's gonna be a nice little transition for you, brother.
Right.
I mean, y'all got anything else before we get up out of here, though, man?
Man, I just want to shout out to everybody that that take their time out their day and rock with us. So all the people in the live chats today, I seen a couple Queen Alexis, I seen Sean Love, I seen
Welcome back,
Alexis
Queen
215.
Alexis.
Welcome
We
back,
missed
Queen
you.
Alexis.
I thought
Yeah, I
we had one
mean,
more. I thought we had one more slot left.
what'd you say, Ryan?
I thought we had one more slot left.
No,
I thought you
no,
said Aaron
what was
Rodgers
you
news.
on? Oh,
The
we can
Aaron
throw that
Rodgers.
in there. What's up? What's up? What's up? Yeah, yeah. Come back in, y'all. We got one more. What you want to talk about with A Rod?
Yeah, what you want to talk about with
Is
A-Rod, Ryan?
oh, will he retire? Is this? Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
he
is this
said
his
this is
last
last
year?
year.
I think I did throw that in there. Is this A Rod last year? So I ain't gonna make no banner or nothing. Let's throw that in there. Our final topic, man. NFL, Joe, man. If anybody saw, Aaron Rodgers officially made his first appearance on the Pat McAfee show as the quarterback of the Pittsburgh Steelers, and he said, and I quote, what was the quote? This should be my
Yeah,
last year. He didn't definitively say this is his last year, but he said it should be. So what's your opinion on that, Ryan? Do you think this is Aaron Rodgers' last year as
I
as
mean,
a quarterback in the NFL?
if any Pittsburgh Steelers fan watching this right now, they should be in panic mode. It should be at a 10. It really should. If any Pittsburgh fans watching this right now or heard that, they panic mode should be at a 10. Because there's no way in history you telling me we gonna put all this or this 1 year into this 41-year-old quarterback. And that's what he said. He said it could have been more, but they only needed me for a year. But
Right.
why? Why? When you could have just drafted the kid from Colorado and just went with the old head and just redshirted him and just been like, all right, we're gonna ride with the kid when you get out of here. But why not just draft the kid? You know what I'm
That's a
saying?
great point, Ryan.
Or it was one or the Steelers was one of the teams that was in that report that they didn't want to deal with the kid, and I
I
understand that, but
got
you
that.
still could have drafted another quarterback. Y'all go first round and don't draft a quarterback, and then you gonna sign a 41-year-old virgin, a 41-year-old virgin, my bad, a 41-year-old veteran. All right, I get he got 4 leagues MVPs. I get that he won the Super Bowl, but what have he done for me lately? Just been in drama. Just always thought about him. His arrogance is always before the team. He just never been that same quarterback. But I get it. It's the NFL. All the quarterbacks got to do is win a Super Bowl, and they just be around in the league. But this is sad. This is very sad. If you're a Steelers fan, you should be very very upset with this team because it's not going to work. Everybody's going to get fired. The head coach going
Everybody's
to get
gonna get
fired.
fired.
GM should get fired because this is a 5-12 coming straight out of the rocket because there's no way, bro. I'm not, bro. There's no
Is that
way
an
you
official
gonna
prediction,
have
Ryan?
all this faith in Aaron Rodgers. I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't do it. You could just give me send up. You probably send me Mason Rudolph. I won't even be mad. I won't even be mad because y'all did this to yourselves. Y'all did this to yourselves. There's no way we should have drafted Shador when we needed it, the best position in football, and we're gonna go out and draft somebody that's gonna be here for 16 weeks or 18 weeks. That's horrible. That's very bad. If you're a Steelers fan watching this, you should be as mad as me. But I ain't no Steelers fan. I ain't no Steelers fan. You see the flags?
Yeah,
Yeah, we don't rock with Western PA anyway.
I feel like A-Rod, man, he learned from his mentor Brett Favre, man, with always constantly flirting with the idea of retirement
That's a
towards the
great
latter
point.
years of his career. But at some point, bro, you're gonna have to put your ticket in, man. So
Yep.
right now it's
You
looking
gotta
like
make it
this is
official.
gonna be his last year. So shout out to Aaron Rodgers. I don't think nobody's tolerating his personality moving forward after this year. It's either this gonna be the year we do something, or this is the year I'm done. So that's where I think he's at. But flirting with the idea of retirement, you can stop that, bro. Just go ahead and confirm that you doing your farewell tour, so we can all get on board with it.
Right, right. And I completely agree with both of y'all, man. When I saw this, I felt like he was kind of hedging his bets just in case, like last year was like, because you know everybody say, well, it got better towards the end, and then we got the people that's like, well, that was because it was garbage time. People had they playoff season wrapped up. It was the end of the year. You get what I'm saying? Then you got the people that still believe it's like, nah, but it was the Achilles. It was getting better. But if he started off this year the same way he did, not just last year, but his last year in Green Bay, if he start off slow like that, then what you feel like is no going back. You get what I'm saying? So I feel like he's setting the stage to to ride off. You feel what I'm saying? Like I don't know why he doesn't want to just make it official. I guess just in case like he's great. You get what I'm saying? And they close, and it's like I give it one more roll of the dice. But this is all just kind of like Ron saying, take the pressure off of me. This is my farewell tour. Hey, listen, I'm here for 1 year, bro. Y'all really think I'm gonna win a Super Bowl? Yeah, I want to win some games, but you feel what I'm saying? Like that's kind of what it is. It's like, bro, I'm here for 1 year, 1 year only,
Man,
and I'm gonna highlight y'all. You feel what I'm saying? So for me, uh, Pittsburgh, they got to get back to championship aspirations, man. You feel what I'm saying? They're a cornerstone franchise, and they've been lacking ever since Big Ben left. So when you're a cornerstone franchise, you can't be reeling like this off of a quarterback being away. But I mean, listen, my Niners went through. We still going through a drought since Steve Young. So listen, I am not the one to fucking talk about that. But they got to get back to it, and we all know how you do it. You feel what I'm saying? This is why the Eagles are where they are. Where they are, they found their quarterback. They've had their quarterback since Andy Reid came there. So yeah, man, it's about time for Pittsburgh to press that restart button. I don't know if that's um Mike Tomlin just saying, all right, we got to have a losing season and really go out there and get a young, talented quarterback, or if it's Mike Tomlin having to leave on some Andy Reid stuff and it's a whole reset with the entire franchise. I don't know, but yeah, that's not a good look. You feel what I'm saying? Like it's looking like y'all just signed A Rod just to fill seats, and y'all way bigger than that. Pittsburgh, y'all way bigger than that. You feel what I'm saying? Y'all get championship aspirations out of him saying that?
no.
Cause the eye test, you know what I mean? He just don't look like the guy he once was, you know what I mean? So even if I was a delusional Steelers fan, I'm looking at the A-Rod we got, and I'm saying to myself, we got him 5 years too late. Or 6 years too
Facts,
late.
facts, facts.
They're gonna hit you with the he been at camp, he been doing this with the players, he been doing that with the
Well,
players.
you know
Man,
they're
he
gonna sell it, Ryan. They gotta sell it, Ryan. It's still,
right,
it's still,
yeah. No, he's just happy to be there.
Yeah. They definitely got to try to recoup the fans after he
yeah,
signed a little bit later and all that. So
yeah. So you know they
it's
gotta put
all
the
a
work
media
in
game.
to keep the fans
Yeah,
engaged. You right.
That boy, man.
exactly.
Just retired, bro. Just retired. Now
Yeah,
you
this
gonna make
this this the
you
last
gonna blow up the
John,
whole
man.
operation. You gonna blow up the
And
whole operation.
hopefully he just don't go outside. But I mean, in that north, it could go south real fast, bro.
Right.
Or
Right.
they could be better than we all giving them credit for. Man, we just never
That's a
know up there
fact.
in that north,
That's
yo.
facts. That's a fact. You feel what I'm saying? We know the Steelers got the motherfucking the Ravens number. Now they got an actual quarterback. Oh shit! Now, hey, LJ, don't let this whole
See, that's
motherfucker
the
go.
whole point right there. They don't have an actual quarterback.
But they don't though. But they don't.
Man, Ryan, you laughing, but Vinny Testaverde, man, he had a solid year right before he went out. You know what I'm saying? He was the laughing stock of the league for years, but towards the end of his career, he had a solid year on his way out. So it's possible. Yeah, I mean, we laughing about it today, but you never know. Aaron Rodgers might
I
just
think he's gonna have a
go
solid
for
year.
it.
Vinny
I think he's gonna have
Testaverde.
a solid
Vinny, because Vinny, I had to use another 40-year-old quarterback. I wasn't going to compare him to nobody that went out at 35 or 36. It had to be somebody in their
At least
40s.
they Ryan Fitzpatrick, Vinny Testaverde though. Come on, man.
I couldn't say Tom Brady because we know he ain't no Tom Brady.
Vinny.
We
Oh
know
hell
he ain't
no.
no Tom Brady.
Already, but he definitely ain't Brady.
That's why I
But
ain't even think to mention Brady. That's why I said Vinny
that's why I say
Testaverde.
Ryan Fitzpatrick
I
because he
mean,
still had a good career. The two teams, his last two
uh,
teams he played on, he was balling, but it ain't get him nowhere.
Who?
Ryan Fitzpatrick.
Oh, it Fitz. But Fitz
shoot. I
wasn't in his
mean,
40s though, Ryan. Fitz wasn't in his 40s.
Yes, he was.
yeah, he
I
was.
don't
I
think
think.
Fitz.
He
I
was.
don't know.
When he signed with the Bucks and the Jets, he was in his 40s.
I don't know about that, Ryan.
I don't
It
know
ain't
about
too.
that one.
It ain't many quarterbacks that get the opportunity to play
He's
at 40.
42. What was his last year?
3
I
years
don't know.
ago, 3, 4 years ago.
Wasn't in his
Yeah,
40s then.
he might have just missed it.
Yeah,
Yeah, he
it's
might
not
have
too
just
many.
missed
It's not too many quarterbacks that get the opportunity to play at 40. So I know when he said that, I'm like, scratch. That ain't the truth.
Yeah.
You gotta really. That's why Vinny Testaverde. That's why he got that chance to play with the Jets when he was in his
You
40s
gotta
because
kind
he
of like
had a
Ron was saying. You gotta have that pizzazz. And Vinny Testaverde, he was an number one overall pick.
yeah,
You
and
know what
he
I'm
went
saying?
out
So
even though
yeah.
it was a stretch where he was a bad quarterback, but his last years he turned it around. That was the point I was
And
making.
they always remember those good years. You know what I'm saying? They
Yeah,
always
and
Yeah.
remember
his
the
just
years he
happened to
was
be his
lighting
last
up.
Especially in
year.
the NFL. Especially in the NFL. Especially in the NFL. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy.
Oh hell no. We know we I was so disappointed when A Rod let Brady come into the NFC and just take the NFC from him. I was like, yeah, bro. I'm not arguing no
I felt that
Brady
way when
shit no
Brady
more. And
took it
that was
over
when
from.
Brady was the GOAT to me because that was the last
I
time I was
felt that
talking
way
some
when
mad
Brady
shit
took
about
it over
Brady.
from Peyton Manning, bro. And that '03 season, I'm like, yo, this boy
Uh,
better than Peyton. Because I used to be the biggest Peyton Manning fan. But I jumped off that bandwagon early. Once I seen Brady, I said, yo, the first one, I'm like, no, Peyton's still better. The one he beat us, I'm like, it's official. The nigga is better than
the one he
Peyton
beat us.
Manning. It's
He
official.
wasn't fucking with my guy though,
Because
man.
the
Nigga took
first
that
Super
If he would
Bowl,
have been
glove
with a
yo,
better John, he would
the
have been
first
good.
Brady Super Bowl, bro, nobody could have called that one. It
Oh hell
wasn't, but
no, hell no,
you couldn't have called it. But the third
fuck
one,
no.
that's when he put his hat in the ring as I'm the best quarterback in the league. The third one was
I can't
him.
argue that, yeah, man. I can't argue that. I'm still taking Peyton overall.
He'll take that glove off and still throwing that football. I said, this nigga is too good. Ain't
Remember
nobody.
how we used to make the
Man,
joke
that
about
shit
him
was
out there
too
be
good.
playing with the glove on? We used to call him, he'd be like, he cheating, he got the glove on. But
Cheating
now,
glove. Cheating glove.
No,
yeah,
now that's a bad sign. Now you got a glove on. That mean you got small
it
hands.
was a bad
Yeah.
You know
sign
what I mean?
then. It was a bad sign then. That's why we like, yo, he out there with the glove on, like he cheating.
Yeah.
But
On the
yeah,
throwing hand. On the
On the
throwing hand.
throwing hand.
on the
He took
throwing
that
hand.
glove off. I said, hold up, this boy is good. This boy is great. Like frosted flakes.
Can't count him out. You
He said
can't count
he's
him out.
great.
Even through all the cheating
That's a fact
allegations, he still persevered, bro. Through
for
deflated
sure.
footballs and spying on the other team's practices, my
But
man
the
just
man got
persevered through it all.
more rings than any franchise, bro.
Yep.
Let me say that again. He got more
That one
rings
man got more rings
than
than
any
any football
franchise,
franchise.
bro.
And playoff wins.
The, wait, you ain't gotta say that. Of course, if he got more motherfucking rings, he got more
Right.
playoff
It should be
wins.
more playoff wins, right?
I just ran the playoff wins. Too,
he
you know
he
what
was
I'm
doing that shit for a minute. You feel what I'm saying?
saying? Motherfucker was
That
beat
shit
him.
crazy,
But real
bro.
quick
Yeah,
before we
like
wrap this up though, man, I want to see what Patrick. I want to see how Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs respond after losing to the Eagles in the
for
championship season.
sure.
Are they gonna be one of those teams that rebound and we like, man, these motherfuckers would not go away, or do
They
they?
out in the divisional round this year. That's my prediction. I think it's going to be a
That's
totally different
that's
AFC
a strong
championship
position to
game.
take. So you think their first
I
game they
think it's going to
lose?
be Buffalo, Baltimore, AFC championship game. I don't know how we going to get there, but that's my AFC championship game.
Well, since you pick, I want to throw one out there. I'm picking for the AFC championship game.
Early, don't know. It might change. Some shit might change before by the time we come back
We
and the
all
season
know
still
these
come
lists be
back on,
fluid,
but
guys.
early
Hey
zone.
guys, these
Early
lists be
zone.
fluid. But just for shits and giggles, I'm gonna say Cincinnati. I'm gonna say Cincinnati Buffalo. I'm gonna
They
say
definitely gonna
Cincinnati
come strong.
Buffalo for the AFC Championship game.
We
Just
gonna
because I don't like Baltimore, I'm not saying Baltimore. They gotta show me. Baltimore gotta show me. Now,
I
once they
feel
start
you.
showing me that they serious, I will definitely put Baltimore up there. But right now,
I might have to send
Cincinnati
him a hat once the ship
Buffalo,
come through. You know what I mean?
Cincinnati Buffalo
Send him a
AFC
hat.
Championship
Send him
game.
and
That's
Ron
for
a hat.
me.
You know what I'm saying?
What you
Send
calling
him
it, Ryan?
some flock hats. You know what I'm saying?
In the AFC Championship this year,
You got
I'm gonna
one out?
go outside the bus because we won't have to bring this up again.
We gonna
I
definitely
never
bring it up
For
said
again.
sure, for
this
sure.
never
This a
this,
way
this
early
never
joint, yeah,
happened.
man.
This never happened. I'm going to Chargers in Houston.
I'm sure Queen Alexis probably think it's the Patriots and Oakland. I'm sure she calling
My
it Patriots
man
Oakland. Hey,
said
Queen Alexis, you out there?
Chargers,
I know you got the Patriots going to the AFC Championship
Houston.
game.
I ain't got Houston making the playoffs this year, bro.
You got Houston making the playoffs, but whoever win the South, I'm going whoever win the South
Whoever win the South,
in the AFC Championship.
I got the Jags behind fucking 12, bro.
I think
Now
the
Okay.
we talking
Jags
about
gonna
Brady.
flop.
You know I
I
like
think the
AFC
Jags gonna
King.
flop like
You
a
know I
bad
like
album.
AFC King, so I got the Colts. I'm rocking with the Colts.
You
The
The
know, they
coach
Jags
got
in
the
the
gonna flop.
Chargers.
Jags. They
The
winning the
Jags
South.
gonna
They winning the
flop.
South.
They
The
gonna
coach in
flop.
the Chargers in the AFC Championship game because I don't want to see Lamar. I don't want to see Josh Allen. I don't
Nah,
want to see Pat.
she said I
I
don't
don't
want to see
want to
none
see
of
Jim
them.
Brown.
We about to
Give
wrap
me
up.
two. Give
NFC,
me two.
NFC, y'all running it back. Y'all running it back. NFC John, before we get out of here. NFC John, y'all running it back. Y'all running it back.
For
Of course,
sure.
come
NFC
on,
Eagles.
Championship
man.
game.
For me, the
Come on,
NFC
stop
Championship game gonna be Eagles,
stop it.
uh, 49ers. I
Stop it.
can't. I can't. I can't
He
ignore
gonna
how
steal my
easy they.
shit.
I can't ignore how easy that schedule is.
It's going.
That schedule screams that the
This gonna be
49ers
the
is
year
gonna be
we beat
there.
y'all, man.
So I'm
This gonna
I
going
be like
Eagles
want
the. This gonna be like
49ers
the
NFC
'90s with the
Championship game.
Cowboys. Y'all done
Eagles,
got us a couple times in the playoffs, but we gonna get y'all. We gonna kick y'all ass.
Eagles, Eagles, Detroit. I want Detroit because they was talking all that shit
Ooh,
last
I
year.
want the
I like
49ers for
that.
that same reason. I
Two
want the
rough
Niners for
cities
that
right
same
there.
reason.
That'll be two rough cities right there. Detroit, Philly. That should be bonkers. Bonkers. You know what I mean? I'm gonna go Philly. I ain't gonna disrespect the defending Super Bowl champs. I don't like to do that. I don't like to do that. You know what I mean? I already disrespected the motherfucking the dynasty of this era and the Chiefs by saying they ain't gonna make it. I ain't gonna do that with the Eagles. So I'm gonna go Eagles.
Uh-huh.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna go Eagles Niners, man. What the fuck, man? We
You
talking,
can't
man.
ignore that
Beat
schedule. The
We
Niners got a
talking, man.
dope. They got an easy schedule
What
this
we
year
We
with
talking
gonna
all
about?
beat
the
the shit out of the
losses on their
Niners.
team. It's gonna be
We
the
gonna
Niners
beat the shit out
Eagles.
of the
Y'all might spank the shit out of us, man. Y'all
49ers. We
might.
gonna beat the we gonna beat the shit out of the 49ers. Stop that.
But let's wrap it up, guys.
Hey,
Come
don't
on,
get
let's
me
wrap
talking
him
that
up. Let's
bullshit.
wrap him
Let's
up.
get
I
up out of
love
here.
chilling with the
Go
guys,
ahead.
man.
Throw,
Let's
throw your, throw your, throw the message out there, Q. Take it away.
Guys, if you're looking to support the guys over here at the MadMizzy Sports Show, y'all can do so through the Cash App, which is the $ What Up Squad. Again, if y'all looking to support the guys over here at the MadMizzy Sports Show, you can do so through the Cash App, which is the $. What Up Squad, which is in the live chat. If you're in the live chat, you see it. What up, squad? And that's what it is, guys.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. As usual, we appreciate y'all tuning in, taking y'all time out y'all day to
Sure.
watch us talk our shit. You feel what I'm saying? Quancho Love, appreciate your time. Ron Money, appreciate your time. Y'all already know. Make sure y'all hit that subscribe button, that alert button, that like button, that share button. Don't be stingy. Make sure y'all share with the world out here, man. And comment
Right
on all the
on.
topics because we want to know what y'all thinking just as much as what we thinking. You dig what I'm saying? We'll be back. I'm gonna say Friday, man. Unless some crazy news pop off, we'll be back Friday before we take an official little summer break before the football season start back up. You dig what I'm saying? So we see y'all Friday. Have a good night, squad.
Squad.
Right.
Yeah.